us a moment. There we are there. And just looking at the points table prior to that. Opening the bowling for Panama, Abdullah Bamjazat. Definitely hunting down a first win of the tournament. Or Panama. Going to be the two Taylors to open up. Gregory Taylor II and Mark Taylor. Quick single worked into the offside. I think certainly it will have been a harsh discussion in terms of the running between the wickets, in particular for the Bahamas yesterday. In fact, this morning against the USA, very poor start to their chase. They look to get off to a more aggressive start here today. Need exactly 7 and over. Driven down the ground. Quick single from Taylor. You can see immediately more intent in the running between the wickets. Oh, that's a lovely shot through the offside. Mark Taylor's additional power. He's going to get that away to the boundary. It was full and driven and very good indeed. Great strike by Mark Taylor. Gets that away. For the first boundary of the chase, 8 for none. After one, it's a little bit more than what they need. 7 and over. The Bahamas will require to find a 4th win. From 4. A 4th win from 6 even. We'll get them up to 8 points. We'll be here to open the bowling from the media centre end of the ground. Nikunj here. Keeper up to the stumps, trying to put pressure on Taylor. Probably pitched outside leg, that one. Oh, a big hit. An almighty blow right up into the bushes. It's going to be a lost ball, I suspect, in there. What a strike from Greg Taylor. Has rocked back and taken that beautifully. He signalled as a wide. Change of angle coming around the wicket now. In a wonderful tournament, this 21 T20 internationals amongst 7 different sides. All playing out for 2 spots. That'll be wide as well. Well wide outside the off stump, in fact. Swing and a miss through to the keeper, very close to that off stump. Into the offside, but straight to the fielder. Give you a quick update across from the Argentina game, which is a critical one for Canada. They must win. They're looking very good indeed. Wow. They are flying, in fact. 58 for none after 4 overs, Canada. Real statement of intent, that, from the Canadians. Navneet Dhaliwal, 38 off 14 balls. Not quite have predicted that one coming. So Canada going to canter home there. Take another big net run rate boost, and that will put them within touching distance. They'll just need to beat Panama tomorrow morning, and they'll take that second qualification spot. Big swing and a miss outside the off stump. The 2 left-handers working in partnership. At the top of the order, 2 overs gone at 17 for none. So the left arm quick, Bamjazat will continue. Worked into the leg side, will be a dot ball as he picked out the man. Bahamas certainly looking to try and take a better advantage of this power play. Than they did this morning against America. Very heavy defeat to America. 10 wickets they lost by. Hit into the leg side, could be a chance. And it's taken, a great catch. They know that's the big wicket. Mark Taylor deceived, I think, by the slower ball. And Panama will start to believe now. It's their skipper, I believe, Yusuf Akalwaya, who's taken a very nice catch. Going backwards, it's thudded off the toe of the bat. Yeah, definitely the slower ball, wasn't it? But a really good catch. Doesn't he love it as well? And short in stature, but a fine little leader. And he's taken the first wicket. Bahamas in a spot of early bother. They've lost their leading run scorer in the tournament. Caught by the captain. Was this a chance of a second wicket in 2 balls? I'm going to find out now. Could have been 2 left-handers dismissed from consecutive deliveries. Just trying to get a second look at this. Hit out towards the fielder, yeah, and put down. Wasn't sure if it had carried at first, but that should really have been held. Aslam Daria there to deep mid wicket. As the Jets land behind us, as we see always in the afternoon, at the Coolidge Cricket Ground, right next to the VC Bird International Airport here in Antigua. Down the leg side, Jonathan Barry it is in number 3 for the Bahamas. He'll get off the mark straight away. Panama look really up for this game. Look like they want to make an impact, take their first win of the tournament. down the leg side will be signalled wide. Greg Taylor's probably going to have to try and anchor this innings home now. You'd have to think. So 3 overs gone, 21 for 1, and the Bahamas need exactly 7 and over. Simple equation. 7 and over, 9 wickets in hand. But their leading run scorer, he is gone. Dismissed, deceived by a slower ball. Hit into the offside, and that's going to be 4 from the first delivery of Haffajee, who's been introduced into the attack. Nicely picked up, the length was, by Jonathan Barry. Just his second delivery, but he's hit that pretty confidently, hasn't he? Gets it nicely into the offside. It was a real drag down, short and wide. Same again. That's not an action replay. That's the same delivery, and cut away for 4 more. Poor change of bowling and a poor start for Haffajee. Starts with 2 buffet balls. Hit me anywhere. And they've both been dispatched for 4. No ball signalled. Will be a free hit. Disastrous start this. Here comes the free hit. Going to be a free hit to Greg Taylor, so they can change the field. Fielders going everywhere. Haffajee starts with 4-4 and no ball single. So big hit down the ground. It's going to go all the way for 6. It's easier when it's a free hit. It thuds into the iron of the main stand here at the Coolidge Cricket Ground. And that is signalled as 6 to the total. A really good strike. What a costly first over this is from Haffajee. Not sure why they changed. More runs runs continuing to flow off the bowling of Haffajee. Might just see one over. At least he finds one dot ball, but there's been real troubles here for Haffajee. He was so good with the bat. Direct hit's going to be close. Oh, the throw comes in. It's a bit wild. I think it struck Barry in the back, has it? He's gone down. More drama here. We've had nothing but drama, really, have we? So the left arm is going to continue, but a flying start this for the Bahamas. 39 for 1 after 4. They've got that required run rate down into check. And work that into the leg side. Should be a couple. Good running. Not the greatest piece of fielding. Down the leg side, just a quick single, tickled around the corner. Pumped down the ground, a nice shot. Well fielded. Down the leg side, that one's going to be signalled wide. Just losing their way a bit, Panama, here after a really good start with the bat and picking up that big wicket of Mark Taylor. Just losing their lines, losing their lengths a touch. Driven into the offside this time. Driven down the ground, nice shot. Be a quick single. Fielder looks deep. Quick single again. Bahamas well in control of this chase at the moment. I want to keep that required run rate hovering around a run a ball. Keep things within check. Get to the end of the fifth. It's 46 for 1 after 5. Change in bowling, going to have the slinger brought into the attack. Yusuf Akawaya, the captain, deciding to turn to himself. Understandably, has to take Haffajee out of the attack after what was a very expensive and costly opening over from him. This could be taken. It's going to be. The change in bowling works, and it's going to be one captain dismissing the other. Greg Taylor looked for the big hit into the leg side and skied it only as far as mid-on. Mid-on is nestled underneath it. Taking a good catch because he's had to make some ground back over his left shoulder. But it's that slingy action, the strange action. And it was a good loud call as well. Nick Unja here has taken the catch, and Panama have their second. The game comes back into the balance. Luke, scores. Just go into that. Cavorn Hines comes in for the Bahamas. Very talented young cricketer. We'll see how he goes with the bat. Will he be able to make a big contribution here? Nicely guided into the offside. He'll get off the mark immediately. And he wants the second. He's going to take on the throw from the deep, and they'll get home comfortably enough despite the slight collision at the non-striker's end. Cut away, going to be runs behind square on the offside. That'll be 4 to Hines. A really good shot. Such an impressive talent, this man. If he bats for 6 or 7 or even 8 overs here, I think the Bahamas will likely get home, but he's going to need to, because there isn't a huge amount of depth to this Bahamian batting lineup. But Cavorn Hines has been the pick of the Bahamian players, full stop for me. I like his left arm spin bowling. I like his batting, and that catch he took earlier showed all of his athleticism. 6 overs gone, end of the power play. It's 53 for 2. Left arm spin into the attack. We'll see Dinesh here. Come in, he's going to bowl over the wicket. Don't see too much of that too often these days from modern T20 international cricket. Down the leg side, thuds into the pad. Obviously can't be given out because it's pitched outside leg. Nice little bit of sunshine mixing in with the clouds today, painting a beautiful picture at the Coolidge Cricket Ground. Very negative bowling line, isn't it? Only real way you can pick up wickets is probably caught or maybe stumped. Taking LBW and bowled out of the game. Spears it outside the off stump, gets away with it. That's a dot ball. Good batting this from this pair, Hines and Barry. They'll complement each other well. Very busy cricketer as well, isn't he? Nice to see the shoelace being tied there for Cavorn Hines by one of the Panama players. Gets to the end of the 7th. It's 60 for 2. So runs coming easily and comfortably. A lot of dots for Panama. That's the issue at the moment. Clever batting. Gets it down behind square on the offside. Looks really technically correct, doesn't he, Cavorn Hines, but can manipulate the ball to any part of the ground that he wants to. This low, slingy action of Akawaya presents a different challenge. So that time, just deciding to steer it behind square on the offside. We'll get a single to follow it up. Really clever batting. Full, driven into the offside. Should be time for a couple. Panama just making things a little bit too easy at the moment. Need to change something. Need to work away. To apply some pressure. Worked into the offside, will just be a quick single. It's a perfect example there, you know. There might be two men in close catching on the offside, but neither of them are really saving the single. So 8 overs gone. The Bahamian Batter's just going to have a drink. Run on. 7 coming off that over. 67 for 2 after 8. Well in control of this chase. And looking to close out a 4th win of the week. Be a really good effort from the Bahamas. Had a couple of heavy defeats in there though as well. Big appeal given. In fact, the batter's walked. That's always good to see. I'm just trying to establish exactly what happened here. Talking about that line that was being used. Yeah, just a fine outside edge, and immediately Barry just put his bat under his arm, turned around and walked. Knew that he'd hit it, didn't want to wait for the umpire's decision, although the finger went up moments after. And that negative line. So Jagru is going to be in at number 6, Jagnath Jagru. Bhumeshwar Jagru is the one who's struggling with that shoulder injury after the morning game. Quick single. Speared into the pads again. Just seems to be runs coming from every delivery that's not a wicket or a chance. Need to find a way to dry up the runs, bring that required run rate into play. Pleading appeal, but with this line coming over the wicket, just very difficult to get anything outside of a cut. Almost impossible to get an LBW turning the ball away. Oh, good strike, but towards the long off fielder and taken. I'm not sure that Cavorn Hines can believe it. It's been struck so well. He doesn't want to go, but he's going to have to. He's picked out the man. He's got all the power in his game, and the Bahamas now are definitely in trouble. That's their 4th gone. Panama sniffing a famous victory. So a bit of news from over in the Canada game. They have run out big victors over Argentina after having a bit of a fright, so they'll move further clear up into second place. Of course, Bahamas have only won 2 games so far. This would be their 3rd win if they could make this chase happen. Battle for 4th place, really, isn't it? If Bahamas win, they will take 4th. If not, it will belong to Argentina, who've had a really quite impressive little tournament. More left arm spin this time. Left arm spin in the shape of Anil Kumara here. Does do some wicket keeping as well. Down the leg side again. Jagro's been joined by Renford Davson. A lot of work to do though. Halfway there, past the halfway stage of the chase now in terms of runs, and nearly also in terms of wickets. So do need to be a little bit careful. Nicely bowled that time. Just tossed up teasingly outside the off stump and gets past the outside edge. So the halfway stage of this chase looks like we've got a really good game in store to close out the Bahamas campaign. Panama have one more game, that's tomorrow. The Bahamas are 74 for 4. They're going to need 66 more to win off the big hit into the leg side. There's protection out there, so we'll just be one bounce in front of the fielder. And a single to the total. Into the offside will just be a quick single. Just half a chance. Beautifully bowled. Bit of turn away from the right-hander. Sharp turn as well. Panama just starting to grow in confidence and dragging that net run rate back into the game. Required run rate even. Nearly 7 and over needed now. Down the leg side just to clip off the legs and pick up a couple of runs. Nicely bowled flat through the air, through to the keeper. Worked into the leg side, it'll just be a quick single. Every run going to count in this chase. This one looks to be going right the way down to the wire. Nicely bowled. Twelve gone. 59 it's going to be to win. In fact, after it was a dot ball to close out the 12th over. Just over 58 to win. Quick single, in fact. 82 for 4 and 58 to win at just over 7 and over. 6 wickets in hand. We got a good finish in store. And we should have a really good game between these two competitive sides. Runs just drying up a touch for the Bahamas, particularly the boundaries. Hasn't quite Everything coming together for Bahamas. Here's a big shot attempted. Has he got enough of this? Fielder out there, but it's going to go up over his head. The wind has just got a hold of that, and it is carrying across the ground from the airport side of the ground and the old sticky wicket bar and restaurant, the famous sticky wicket. And that one has kept going with the wind, and it's going to go all the way for 6. Cut away, half a misfield. It'll be a quick single. That 6 has just swung things back towards Bermuda. Up to that point, without that maximum, they were struggling. But a good strike from Jagnath Jagru. Jagru even. He's going to keep the strike. 13 gone, 92 for 4 now. Oh, beautifully bowled. How's that one missed? Speared in around leg stump, taking sharp turn, opened the batter up. Fuller this time, punched down the ground for a single. Hit down the ground towards us in the commentary position. Not going to quite go all the way. Good piece of fielding as well. It's a diving stop from Nico Jahir. Saves what looked like a certain 4 the moment it came off the bat. Beautifully bowled. Oh, that is perfect. The left arm spinner's dream. Pitch probably around leg, maybe even outside leg stump. Speared into the wicket. Has turned sharply. And it's clean bowled Davson. The perfect dismissal for any left arm spinner. Reminiscent of that famous Ashley Giles one to Sachin Tendulkar all those years ago. And that is beautiful. The top of off stump struck. And the Bahamas lose their 5th. The game continues to turn. 45 more to win from 6 overs. More than 7 on over required. And the Bahamas only have 5 wickets in hand. So going to be the man who injured his ankle in the field, Orlando Stewart, to the crease. This game is ebbing and flowing really nicely. Going to go right the way to the death. And look at that. Hafaji comes back into the attack. Starts with a half tracker. And it's been cut straight to the skipper. Doesn't he love it? A great catch held by Yusuf Akalwala. Surely that should have been dispatched to the boundary. Not a good delivery. But Hafaji's not going to mind. He struck brought back into the attack. And that's the 6th wicket. This game is Panama's for the taking now. Really good catch as well, wasn't it? Yusuf Akalwala's having a bit of a day out. 2 good catches, leading his country well. And right now, it looks as though Panama could be picking up their first win of the tournament. So big tasks now at hand for the Bahamas. And it will bring Marlon Graham, the experienced Marlon Graham, to the crease. Gets underway with a nice drive into the offside. He'll pick up a couple. Going to need nearly 8 and over, so it's not an easy task for new men coming to the crease who are yet to face any of this Panamanian bowling. Going to be another run here, but Bahamas just digging themselves into trouble, particularly with the 6 wickets down. For Stewart, who had that ankle injury in the field, be interesting to see if he can recover. It might look to strike a few lusty blows. And just working into the offside. Look, he's only running at half speed. Direct hit, surely going to be out. It is. Not Orlando Stewart's day. And who else would it be but the skipper? Yusuf Akalwala has taken 2 brilliant catches and now a direct hit run out. It's always the area that causes confusion. Backward point. And look at this. The direct hit was perfect. In fact, just as well that bowler missed it. He was kind of in the way of the 2. Umpire gets the finger up. Bahamas further on the slide. 98 for 7 now. Sandeep Goud in down at number 9. Certainly very capable of hitting a big ball. We've seen that already in this tournament. But he's going to need to, because it's 8.5 and over all of a sudden. It'll be 42 from the last 5 overs. Panama have dragged themselves well ahead in this game thanks to the wickets that they've taken. Bumped down the ground for what will be a single. Nice hit into the offside, just past the outstretched fingertips of the silly mid-off fielder. Really strange position at this stage of the game. The 100 comes up in the 16th over. 40 more to win. Just 28 deliveries, though, to do it from. I think we're going to have a grandstand finish, whatever the way this game plays out. Nice shot through the offside. He's going to get a boundary, surely. No man in the deep outside of long off on the offside, and that's going to be four. A critical four. Bahamas needed that. Brings them back into the chase somewhat. 36 now to win from 27 deliveries. Speared in, comes off an outside edge. They will run through for the quick single. Watchful in defence from Graham. That will get us to the end of the 16th over. 4 to go. Equation's pretty simple. 35 to win off 24. So, 4 to go. Here's bowled out. He's bowled 4 overs, 1 for 17. Hafaji's going to continue. Gets it right into the block hole. Very full. Look at the diving effort to get back in. He dropped his bat. The keeper ended up not throwing it. And he almost sprawled like Superman onto the ground, just to make sure he was back into the crease. The Klinsmann dive to preserve his wicket. This was very full. I wonder, could this maybe have been adjacent enough to have been given out? Has to make it pitch in line, remember, from over the wicket to the left-hander. Yeah, pitched outside leg, another good decision. Hit to the cover fielder, will get through for the single. Comedic scenes, though, with the comedy dive from Sandeep Good. Marlon Graham on strike. Task getting ever taller currently for the Bahamas, particularly with only 3 wickets in hand. Oh, that's going to help though. A lovely shot. Dwayne Bravo-esque, that one, through extra cover. Will run away for 4. Full and over pitched. Haffajy's been expensive. He has got that big wicket though. 30 to win now from 21 deliveries. And the Bahamas and Panama playing out a classic here at the Coolidge Cricket Ground. Not sure which way this game is going. Bowled him full and straight, and it's Castle Graham. And doesn't Haffajy love it? Panama now on the brink, 2 wickets away, 2 good deliveries away from a first win here at the ICC Men's T20 World Cup America's Qualifier, supported by Dream 11. Just an innocuous little run-up he has, but it was full and right into the block hole, and Graham missed, with the extra fielders coming across to the offside to protect that side of the field. And surely Panama are going to close this out now. So Avert Haven in at number 10. Problem now for Bahamas is just 2 wickets in hand. Surely that's going to be given out. It's not. Batters forgot to run. Direct hit's going to be close. Oh, look at this. Real drama. Big swing across the line from Haven. I think that was probably going to go on and hit leg stump or so on first viewing. But let's take a look at the replay. The umpires decided it was going down the leg side. Leg boys given a big hoik across the line. Haffajy was convinced he had his 3rd. Oh, looked very close indeed. Maybe just sliding. Then the direct hit I think would have been out as well. Real drama here. 29 to win off 18. Panama ahead. But can the Bahamas find a few late lusty blows to get over the line? So they're going to go back to the opening bowler, Abdullah Bamjazat, with his left arm seam. And that's going to be the 9th wicket. Panama, they're on the brink. It's a famous win. Nelson has worked the oracle. Been very good today, Bamjazat. His final over starts with his 2nd wicket. And Haven didn't look comfortable out there at all. He's been cleaned up. The off stump has been taken out. And right now, if they can't get Sandeep Good back on to strike, it's going to be game over, and game over in a hurry. In down at legs 11 for Bahamas. That's Roderick Mitchell, the big tall fast bowler. Does have the long levers at least. But Bahamas really in need of a miracle here now. This would be a big upset, a big win for Panama. Lowest ranked of the sides here that are on the T20I rankings. All the way down 63rd in the world. This would be a big moment for them. Claim that scalp of the Bahamas. Remember, the Bahamas beat Argentina earlier in the week. So, I have to look at the table. I think this might give Argentina 4th place. And leave Bahamas down in 5th. Belize in 6th. Panama 7th. Hit, and has this been dropped? Hard to see on first view if this was a bump ball or not. Judging from the reaction of the fielders, perhaps this has been dropped. Mitchell was trying to get it down the ground for a single, trying to get off strike, but he's hit it straight to the fielder. He will get off strike this time. I think it was dropped. Nearly 12 and over required now. And it's all going to come down to Sandeep Goud. Well capable of striking a big ball. Protection out in the deep, long off, long on, deep mid-wicket. Thumped down the ground. He's probably got enough of it to take a second if he wants, but he sent him back. Because I think with just one ball left, he's going to be better targeting the 19th and the 20th over. One wicket away, Panama are. Be a famous victory for them. Nicely bowled. So that's going to give Goud the strike. 2 overs remain. Goud's going to need 27. He'll probably have to do almost all of it himself. Not sure what's happening here. All the Panamanian players coming in around. The keeper, everyone's having a look. Don't know what's going on. Still continuing to have a hold up and play. Not in any way sure what it is. Looks like some issue with the gloves or something that's happened between the keeper. There's some tape being passed around. Nice to see the Bahamian batter helping with the Panamanians' gloves there, but not really too sure what the hold up is. 12 balls left, 27 to win. They're going to go back to Haffajee, I think, who's going to try and close this game out. Not going to want to bowl any of that short wide stuff that he bowled in the first game. First over of the game, still further hold ups. I think the keeper's having to be changed entirely. This game really stretching out now, going well past the distance. 3 hours, 10 minutes, still up 2 overs remaining. Sandeep Goud apparently being a doctor. He's helping the Panamanian players, but again, not sure what the injury was, but we do have a new keeper. A lovely spirit of cricket moment between the two sides. Here we go. 27 to win off 2. Big swing down the ground. He's going to turn down the single because Gade's going to try and get over the line, get across the line here. Another swing and a miss, half an appeal, and ball rolled back. New keeper with the gloves now, Salim Guzman. There's the big strike, but has he got enough of it? The arms are aloft, and the catch is taken. Panama win. Look at the scenes here. They have taken a first win in what is Bahamas' final match. Goud just had too much to do, and you can't help but say Panama have deserved this. They're going to run out winners by 26 runs.